Got it. And good evening, everyone. Suwannee High Bulldog Baseball is now on the air. Game just underway, a couple of minutes before 7 o'clock. RiverCountrySports.com. Hope you enjoy tonight's broadcast. Columbia coming over with a 5-4 record. The Dogs are 4-4 on the season. Grayson Green getting the start on the hill for the Suwannee Bulldogs. And facing Benton Edge, he's the leadoff batter, and he goes down looking. Wayne Luttrell along with Hunter Abercrombie. Hey, good evening.
Yes, sir. Good to be here. And Grayson Green pounding the zone early, 3 pitches, 3 strikes. We like to see that to start the game. And great thing about the left-hander, he works quick and he pounds the zone.
And no doubt about it, he's ready to go as soon as he gets that ball back in his glove. He's looking for a sign and ready to go to work. Jace Moran is behind the plate tonight. You got Tyler Watson at first, Lopez at second, Garcia at short, Cole Fryer gets to start at third base tonight. The pitch, swing and a miss. In the outfield, left to right, Rogers, Dylan Green, and Newman over in right field for the Dogs.
Yeah, and Grayson just continuing to pound the zone. I think if you're Columbia tonight, you're going to have to try to break up his rhythm. Maybe step out some, call timeout, just do something to get him off his rhythm, because right now he's pretty locked in, it appears, early.
Yeah, he was locked in last broadcast early in the ball game as well. Just throwing strike after strike and hitting his spots.
Yeah, I think the challenge for Grayson tonight and for all these young dogs is going to be to control your emotions. You know, big rivalry game. You're at home. It's a good night for baseball. Got to keep everything in check.
Swing and a miss. Went after high heat there. A ball and 2 strikes now to Colton Moat.
Yeah, good fastball there up. See if he changes his eye level here. Maybe goes down with a breaking pitch.
Right-handed batter is the left fielder for the Tigers.
Went down, but it was a fastball again. Tried to go in right there. Good take. Tough take right there, 1-2. But yeah, I mean, there's just no time between pitches with Grayson Wayne. It's get it and go, and that's great. It keeps the defense on their toes. Tempo's good, ready to go to work.
Wow, I don't know where that missed. Just a bit inside, and the count goes full.
Yeah, may see him go off speed here away. We've gone inside back-to-back pitches. Maybe go something to change up away here. We'll see what Coach Pennington calls 3-2.
The payoff pitch. And we're going to do it again. That was fouled out of play.
Yeah, early in the game, make them leave running. You know, don't want to give up any free bases right here. Let's see how far he can hit it. Defense is shaded to the opposite field side right here. Big gap in left center with Green shaded over into right center.
And he will step out here. And we'll reset. Columbia High started the season losing at West Nassau. Then they got a win over Tallahassee FSU. Lost to Buchholz, beat Santa Fe, lost to Bishop Snyder. Kind of an up and down season. And that's going to miss. That'll be
Jason's got to get on that. Yeah,
that's going to get away from the catcher, and the runner's thinking about second, but will not go.
Yeah, I don't know what Jace there. We want to see our catcher get on that a little bit. I mean, no harm, no foul, but jump on that with a little urgency.
I think he was just daring the runner. I mean,
he might have been. He might have been.
Columbia beat Bartram Trail, beat Santa Fe, beat St. Augustine for 3 in a row, and then lost to Trinity Christian. So 5-4 coming into this one. Runner at first base, 1 down. There's a shot over the shortstop's head and into the gap between the left fielder and the center fielder. Nice job cutting it off there by Rogers. He'll get the ball in, but the damage is done. That's a 2-bagger, and second and third now for Columbia High.
Yeah, and before we came on, Wayne, you know, we were talking about how we thought runs would be at a premium tonight. Both offenses have kind of struggled here early in the season to get going, and so to have second and third here with only 1 out, good opportunity for Columbia here in the first. We'll see how Coach Moran plays it, if he'll keep his defense back or bring him in. Looks like he'll keep him back, which is probably smart early in the game.
Now, you do have first base open. This is the cleanup batter. This is Aiden Phillips.
Yeah, certainly want to be careful here with the base open.
It looks like first and third kind of shading up a little bit. You got regular depth at second and short. And that's going to get away from the catcher. Here comes a run.
Yeah, and this is what I was talking about early. You know, Grayson is really, really good as a young left-hander, but in a game like this, you can kind of tend to overthrow, especially with your breaking stuff, you know, until you get a good rhythm going with it and find that release point. So it's going to be important for him to settle down here and locate rather than try to throw hard. You know, we want to command it first, and then we'll worry about velocity. But with left-handers, you know, not unlike myself, you got to get through those first couple of innings and really settle in.
So the wild pitch scores a run. You think back to your playing days. You remember the butterflies? You remember
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. If you don't have some nerves, man, I don't know if you're alive, especially in a game like this.
Yeah. You see that purple and gold, man, that gets you pumped.
You'd hope so.
He comes right back with a strike.
Yeah, but I don't think that's where he wanted to go. We're pulling a little bit right now. Just kind of got to settle down, try to find that release point. Let's locate, not pitch in the middle of the plate.
Runner gets his lead at third from the stretch. Comes Green to the plate. And a chopper. This will score a run. Cut off by Lopez. Going to be a tough throw. And
what a play.
Wow. Great job.
Great play.
Great job by Kyler Watson stretching out there and making that happen. Didn't take his foot off the bag to record the out.
Yeah, that's a really, really tough pick there at first base. I mean, and he had to go on the other side of the foul line and keep his foot on the bag. That's a really great play by Kyler Watson.
And for Phillips, he does his job of getting the run across. 2 down in the inning now. Nobody on base. Goose Lord, the batter, second base.
The Goose.
That's what he said he went by. So that's what we wrote down.
There you go.
And that one back to the backstop for a foul ball.
Suwannee definitely shading, to the right field side right now. If you look out there in that left center gap, Wayne, that would kind of indicate to me that we're going to work away. But we seem to be
coming in
a good bit. So maybe, I'm sure Coach Moran and the assistant coaches have a scouting report on Columbia, but we're definitely shading that way.
Yeah, you got the center fielder over toward the right fielder, and that's a heck of a gap in left center field.
And that's where I think Grayson wants to live right there. It's right there on that outside corner. Let's continue to hit that spot and see how far the umpire will go out there with us.
Yeah, last Wednesday we had an umpire that would give us 1 or 2 balls off the plate.
Yeah, and you're going to see that in high school. You're going to need to get that a lot of times.
You just want consistency.
That's right.
Ask for.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to see you here tonight,
Yeah, man.
Because Matt Campbell's been helping me out, and he said a few things about you that I
I
thought
heard.
maybe you need to come up and defend your honor.
I was listening. I'm guessing that Matt didn't sit in this chair, because if he'd have sat in the chair, he couldn't have seen the ball field. So I'm guessing he stood the whole game.
We got him a couple of phone books, and we couldn't use a Live Oak phone book. We had to go to like Jacksonville and get a big one.
Yeah. So coming into this game, Grayson Green had only walked 6 guys in his first 11 or 12 innings. And so 2 walks here in the first. Again, just think he's got to settle in early and just locate. Just think about locating right here, and let's get out of this inning.
This is May Schuler, number 14, the first baseman.
Yeah, and read in the newspaper, he had a big hit last week, game-winning hit.
First pitch is in there for a strike. Big kid.
Yeah.
Looks like he's got power.
Yeah, first baseman. Does look like he'd have some pop.
2 runs across in the top of the first inning. Runner at first base. And Grayson Green trying to keep the trouble right there. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, there's the changeup right there. It's going to be important for Grayson tonight.
And that's hard to pick up for a batter. I mean, when you come with that same delivery and all of a sudden that's 10 miles per hour slower than what you were expecting, way out in front of that one.
Yeah, Grayson looks good. The stuff looks good. It's just a matter of, we're going to have to locate tonight. We've been in the middle of the plate a little too much in this first inning.
The 0-2 delivery is high.
And you can kind of see it, when he throws and he doesn't locate it where he wants to, he shows it a little bit. I mean, nothing bad, but just kind of spinning around right there, knowing he didn't get that pitch where he wanted it.
I think the wind is blowing in a little bit, so.
Yeah, when I was walking up, it was blowing out to left, so I wondered how that might play tonight.
Throw over to first base, chase the runner back. And it's got some weather coming in tomorrow. Looks like tomorrow's going to be a rain day. Tonight should be okay. Could get a stray shower, but
yes, really a nice night.
Wind's starting to pick up. Supposed to be real windy tomorrow, they say. Green's pitch to the plate. Toward Garcia at short. He catches the hop to second base in time, and that'll do it for the Tigers in their half of the first inning. But they score 2 at the end of a half inning. Columbia 2, Suwannee coming to bat. It's Bulldog Baseball on RiverCountrySports.com. Your trusted local real estate partner in Live Oak, Grantham Realty, for all your real estate needs in North Florida. With over 20 years experience, they're more than just a real estate agency. They're your friends and neighbors dedicated to serving this vibrant community. So whether you're buying or selling, you can trust Grantham Realty to provide solutions that fit your needs. At Grantham Realty, you'll be treated as a friend, not a number. Contact their friendly team today. Grantham Realty, 386-362-7080. Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com. Suwannee Bulldog Baseball here on RiverCountrySports.com. Well, let's see if the Dogs can find their offense tonight. Noah Lopez will lead things off, followed by Jace Moran and Grayson Bonds. He's the designated hitter in the ball game tonight. And they'll be followed by Gabe Garcia, Coy Fryer, Hampton Newman, Kyler Watson, Dylan Green, and Colton Rogers. Starting 9 defensively for the Columbia High Tigers as Trace McKenzie warming up on the hill. Kason Maddox behind the plate. You've got May Schuler at first, Goose Lord at second, Logan Brooks, the starting shortstop, Aiden Phillips at third base. And your center fielder is Benton Edge. Your right fielder is Case Bennett. And your left fielder for the Columbia High Tigers is Colton Moat.
Yeah, I'm interested tonight, Wayne, to see our approach. I feel like I actually talked to assistant coach Matthew Pennington this weekend, and he was talking about how they're really focusing on approach and hunting fastballs. Feel like they've been taking too many fastballs.
Yeah.
And so we'll see how that plays tonight. I know Coach Moran shuffled the lineup Friday night, kind of back to normal tonight. So we'll see what happens.
Well, I can tell you Coach Moran does not like looking at fastballs.
No, sir. He has never been a fan of that.
That's a pet peeve of his. He was talking about that on the Diamond Dogs podcast. So let's see if Suwannee can come through tonight. First pitch, looks at it, strike one.
Yeah, right on the inside corner there. Looks like a low to mid-80s fastball from McKenzie.
Leadoff batter for Suwannee quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Yeah, a lot like Grayson Green. He's working quick, getting the ball, never turning his back on the hitter, ready to go again.
McKenzie with the 0-2 delivery, and that one's high. Tried to get him in chase. Lopez, pretty good eye up there. He leads the team in walks.
Yeah, really good athlete.
And that's toward the shortstop. That's going to be a short hop, and it's going to get by the shortstop and into left field. How are we going to score that one?
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to give that. Well, I'm a pitcher, Wayne. You know I'm giving that an error. I mean, that's a play we got to make. I think he got caught in between right there, like coming to get it, or if you either got to come catch that or you got to give some ground and try to get the big hop. But you also got to know who's running, because if you let that drop, Lopez is probably on.
You know, it depends on who you ask, because there's some scores that would just give me a hit.
Oh, no.
Let's get those offensive numbers up.
I got it. But, you know.
Yeah, it was definitely an error. But that was a tough play. I mean, that was that short hop that's, you got to kind of anticipate.
Abner Doubleday would not approve of a hit on that one.
That's true. And that one gets away from the first baseman as they try to keep Lopez close, and they're going to give up second base.
Yeah. Important for Suwannee to respond right here. I know it's early, but you give up that 2 spot in the first. If you could even get 1 right here, that's big, just for momentum.
No doubt about it. Nobody out. Jace Moran at the plate. Runner at second base now.
Yeah, and if you're Jace, you want to drive a ball right here, but worst case scenario, let's get a ball we can pull, get that runner over to third with less than 2 outs. The pickoff move was good. The first one was close. We were kind of talking during that, but Lopez barely got back on the first pickoff move, and then they tried to go right back over there and threw it away.
Yeah, first one was close, but the second one ended up costing him a base. So runner at second base, and now the lefty steps in there. There's the pitch. It's outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and I think you're still going to attack early, but Moran's definitely the offensive catalyst for the Bulldogs, so you want to be careful with him right here.
Kenzie checks the runner now to the plate. Jace thought about triggering, but he wisely held up, and he's ahead in the count now, 2-0.
Yeah, you're looking dead red right here. Looking fastball, spit on anything else. Let's do a job.
Let's see if he gets the pitch. There it is. He went after it, and a little bit late on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, McKenzie definitely works fast. That's good. Well, they could have a quick game tonight, depending on if we fill up the strike zone, because both pitchers working in a hurry.
Our last broadcast was under 2 hours.
That's what you
7-inning
like
ball
to
game.
see.
Yeah. I always ask for a couple of things baseball nights. No rain.
Yeah.
Quick ball game and a Suwannee victory. That'd be perfect.
I know the umpires feel the same way.
That's right. The 3-1 popped in the air, left side, could be
Nobody
playable
covering third.
or the dugout, and it's out of play in the dugout.
Yeah, Lopez did the right thing right there. Got back to second and tagged. There was nobody covering third. I think the pitcher saw it late, but got to do a job right here. Full count. It's either base hit, ball 4. Get a ball you can pull. Find a way to get Lopez to third.
So a 3-2 count on Jace Moran, runner at second base. And there's the pitch, and that's going to be high for ball 4.
Yeah, good at bat there by Jace. Saw a lot of pitches. Going to bring Bonds to the plate. And Wayne, I know this is kind of going the way of the dodo, man, but I love a good bunt right here up the third base line. Make somebody make a decision. It's amazing how even in college baseball, people can't field a bunt.
Yeah. First inning, though, I don't know if they
you're not
that right away.
No, not with your 3-hole hitter, and
that's what I'm thinking.
Not in the year 2025. Maybe in the 90s. The analytics don't say to do that.
Fouls away, going after the first pitch. So Grayson Bonds getting his start at DH tonight. Standing in there, and boy, you could do some damage here with a gapper.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Bond's a good hitter, obviously hitting in the 3-hole for this talented Bulldog lineup.
Off speed. That one misses.
Yeah, stayed up a little bit right there. So you've seen what he has so far. It looks like a fastball slider combo.
Slider.
Yeah.
Had some movement on that last pitch, just out of the zone. There it is again. It misses again.
Yeah, we'll see what Coach Moran does right here. I think it's important in rivalry games like this, Wayne, for the coaches. If you can find a way to add a run or two as the head coach or third base coach, that's going to be big for us.
Swing and a miss. 2-2.
And what I mean by that is just, when do you hit and run? When do you bunt? When do you decide to steal? Just kind of watching the defense. And if you can steal a couple runs by something other than a base hit or a double, that's going to be a big key tonight, I think.
The 2-2 delivery. Just got a piece of that one. So it keeps the count alive, still 2-2 with 2 runners on and nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Columbia leading 2-0. And coming into the game, we were thinking runs were going to be tough. If Suwannee can plate a few here, man, we may have a slugfest.
Yeah, best laid plans, right?
Yeah.
Thought we were going to have a low scoring affair. We'll see. That wind definitely blowing out to left field.
Now it's blowing out. It's blowing in a little while ago, so kind of a swirler. No, couldn't catch up with that one. He tried to hold back, but that one fooled him, and Bonds will go down. So 1 down in the inning now, and it's up to Gabe Garcia.
Yeah, and if you notice, Wayne, I don't know if we can see it on the cameras, but Brooks, Columbia shortstop's playing right behind the runner, so there's a lot of room. There's a big hole between short and third right now, and he's not really bumping out too much when the pitch is delivered. So you got a chance. If you could just pull a ball in that 5-6 hole, got a chance right here.
Can't catch up with that one. There's strike 1. So McKenzie doing the job bearing down here on the meat of the Suwannee order. Dogs are the first 2 men aboard, but now 1 down, and Garcia behind 0-1. That was going to catch the outside part of the plate for strike 2. And they are holding Lopez awfully close there at second base, paying a lot of attention to him.
Well, certainly with 1 out, it's a good time to run, especially 0-2. Looking for a breaking ball. Didn't get it.
Out of the strike zone just a bit, so a ball and 2 strikes now.
Got to give a shout out to my little boy at the house watching, Lane Abercrombie, watching you on YouTube, Wayne. He's learning.
Good deal. The future.
That's right. Getting close to bedtime, though.
2-2.
Well, I don't know. It's still early, man. It's dark. This is my bedtime.
7:15. I mean,
That's right.
he's starting to get sleepy. The off-speed pitch, that's upstairs.
Yeah, we'll see what Coach Moran does here. Full count. I doubt you start the runners having them at first and second, but we'll see. He may.
They forced McKenzie into a bunch of pitches this inning.
No doubt.
Swung on, and this one towards center field. Should be playable, and it is. Catch is made, second out. Nobody can advance. Garcia hit it well, but right at the center fielder.
Yeah, just able to get in on him a little bit right there. Got a little bit off the handle, but a good swing.
So it's up to Coy Fryer with 2 outs. See him get a 2-out rally going here. Dogs trying to dig out of a 2-0 hole here early in the ball game or only in the first inning.
Yeah, Coy, another great athlete, another football guy, just like the 2 guys on base.
Swing and a miss. We'll win after that one. Inside a little bit.
Well, we're not taking fastballs tonight, Wayne. That's good.
Yeah. I like the aggressiveness. Trace McKenzie on the hill for the Tigers. There's the pitch. And it's upstairs, a ball and a strike. So Lopez is at second base. Jason Moran at first base. They were there with nobody out. And now 2 down in the inning. And let's see if Coy Fryer can come through here. More speed and out of the strike zone.
Yeah. Early on, umpire Bobby Ross behind the plate, definitely, I mean, not giving a lot off. It's consistent. It's a good zone, but you're not getting that ball 1 or 2 balls off right now. Set up to go in here. Yanked it.
And yeah. Set up to go in, but the pitch was outside. And 3-1. Hampton Newman would be next.
And again, a lot of room there in that 5-6. I think Lopez is scoring if he'll hit a ball there.
Swing and a miss there. Count now full to Coy Fryer.
Definitely score now because the runners will start as soon as he goes to the plate. Runners will be on the move. So if we can punch one through right here, you're going to score your run.
There go the runners. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it for the Dogs in their half of the first inning. So they threaten but leave a couple of men stranded at the end of 1. Columbia High 2, Suwannee nothing. It's Bulldog Baseball on RiverCountrySports.com.
Josh Anderson here from Wayne Fryer Live Oak. I'm inviting you to come tour the best built manufactured homes on the market. Choose from 2x6 exterior walls, upgrade insulation, vinyl plank flooring, shiplap accent walls, barn doors, tile showers, and so much more. All our homes come with delivery and setup, AC, steps, and skirting. And at Wayne Fryer Live Oak, homes start at just $69.9. If you've always wanted to own your own home, now is the time. At Wayne Fryer, US 90 West, Live Oak, or visit us online at WayneFryerHome.com.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Well, 2-0 Columbia High School after the first inning of play. Suwannee threatened there in the bottom of the first, but could not produce a run. And so Dogs in a hole 2-0. We've got to hold them right here to give ourselves a chance to get back in this thing.
Yeah, we talked about how it was going to be important to respond right there, and you started off the inning really well, but then go strikeout, flyout, strikeout, and they never move off first and second.
Suwannee trying to snap a 2-game skid. They got the win over St. John Paul. We had the Saints marching in last week. They lost to St. John Country Day and then fell to St. Joseph Academy. Lost to Country Day 8-0 and St. Joseph Academy 9-4. So trying to bounce back here against Columbia High School. Don't want to go 3 losses in a row. Got Buchholz coming up next. There really are no breaks on the schedule.
It's a tough schedule. It really is because St. John's Country Day's perennially in the state Final Four, winning state titles. I was here Friday night, watched St. Joseph's. They had some premium athletes, I thought. They were really talented. That guy that started on the mound, good Lord, 6'5", he couldn't find it, but he looked the part. And you mentioned that Columbia lost to Bishop Snyder. The guy they face is going to Tennessee. So, I mean, there's good athletes all over the place.
Cason Maddox digs in. He's the Tigers leadoff batter here in the second inning. Grayson Green's first pitch going to be fouled out of play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be fair. Gets by the third baseman, and it's going to get all the way to the warning track. There's the throw to second base, and not going to be in time. And that's a double, a leadoff double for Kason Maddox here in the second inning.
Yeah, Wayne, it's just a mislocation again. We're just yanking to the glove side right now. Moran set up away right there, and we miss in the middle when it's pulled down the third baseline. So Grayson's stuff is good, man. It's just a matter, especially when you don't have premium velocity, you really have to locate. We got to stay out of the middle of the plate. Grayson's got good velocity. He's going to have great velocity. He's only a sophomore, but we got to locate right here.
Tyson McCray, the DH. And that's one thing about Suwannee. They're a very young team this year.
Yep.
A lot of youth, which sets up well for the future. But, I'm looking at green and white. I want to win now.
Yeah, no doubt. Watched a movie last week. It said it's one thing to be young and talented. It's another to be good. And I think that's where we are right now. Got some varsity experience last year. Got some really, really good players. Just a matter of putting it together.
Fouled away, back to the screen. And quickly 0-2 to the designated hitter, McCray.
Yeah, 0-2 right here. Got to be careful. Make your pitch.
Garcia checks the runner now, gets in position toward Fryer. Fryer fields it cleanly, checks the runner to first base. Here comes the runner back.
Great job. Great job.
Another play.
Yeah, that's a great job by Coy Fryer. Ground ball to third. He checks the runner, freezes him, then goes across. Runner makes an ill-advised attempt to go to third. Great throw by Kyler Watson. Big double play right there for Suwannee. That's just bad base running.
Yeah, no doubt about it, because he froze the runner, and you're not going to have time. I mean, weren't you watching these kids warm up?
No doubt.
Pretty good arms.
No doubt.
And he didn't even get to the bag. So
yeah,
nice
great job by Fryer and Watson there.
Now Logan Brooks comes to the plate with 2 down in the inning. Brooks, the 9-hole hitter, shortstop, right-handed batter, number 2.
And that's big, not only because it takes a runner out of scoring position, but now if you still have a man on second, you're going to clear the 9-hole hitter and be able to turn your lineup over in this inning. And there you go.
Well, dove for it, couldn't come up with it, but that would have been a run. Instead, it's a single with 2 down. And I'm going to give him a base hit on that. I'm going to ask
definitely. No, I'll give you that one. Even as a pitcher, we got to wear that one.
And Columbia is putting pretty good aluminum on the ball right now. Making good contact. And that double play, well, I tell you what, that leadoff double, I know he's kicking himself for that one. There's the pitch. Crossed him up a little bit. And there's a strike to Benton Edge. He struck out in the first inning to get this game started.
Now we're locating. That's where you want to be. That was much better. We didn't yank right there. Located. Now you got him 0-2.
0-2, ball back in his glove, ready to go back to work.
Yep. We'll see if Coach Howard runs right here. It's a good time to run because even if he gets thrown out, you have your leadoff guy leading off next inning. Never mind.
Strike 3, yeah. And that'll do it for the Tigers in their half of the second inning. Still 2-0. Columbia High leads Suwannee. Bulldog Baseball on RiverCountrySports.com.
Do you need tree service? Morgan Tree and Debris provides you with quality and affordable tree service in Live Oak and surrounding communities. Morgan Tree and Debris is a full service and tree company. Tree trimming, tree removal, firewood, stump grinding, storm cleanup, debris removal. Contact Morgan Tree and Debris at 386-249-0472. That's Morgan Tree and Debris, 386-249-0472 for all of your tree service needs.
When watching the big game, you want pizza. Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak has what you're looking for. Delicious pizza, cooked just the way you like it. From their signature sauce to their toppings, the fresh original dough, plus wings, breadsticks, and more, Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's Pizza, 6852 Suwannee Plaza Lane in Live Oak. Call for delivery or stop by today. Bulldog Baseball here at RiverCountrySports.com. Sponsored in part by Southern Roots Catering. Call 386-243-5178. They're convenient, delicious, affordable, and hassle-free. Hey, you can do the cooking, you can do the cleaning, or you can just call them, and they'll do it for you, and they do a great job, man. 386-243-5178 at Southern Roots Catering. You can email them at srcateringllc@gmail.com. Well, 2-0, Columbia High School. Suwannee threatened in their half of the first inning. Now coming to bat here in the second, it'll be Hampton Newman leading it off, followed by Kyler Watson and Dylan Green. Let's see if the green and white can get things going on the scoreboard here.
Yeah, I like Newman, man. Newman's a kid that is just, he's had some injuries in the past, but coming into his own this year, he's continued to grind, continued to come back, and now getting an opportunity. Good to see.
And he waits for the first pitch from McKenzie. There it is, and there's a base hit between third baseman and shortstop. So Newman does his job, gets on board to begin the second inning.
Yeah, there's that 5-6 hole we needed last inning, Wayne.
And, you know, then you didn't have the shortstop shading over to protect the runner that time. I mean, he just put it in the right spot.
Yeah.
Batting number 4, Kyler Watson.
He dove for it, but couldn't come up with it. Now Kyler Watson, another two sports star. He had a big football season. And comes to bat here, having a good baseball season.
Yeah, Kyler's a good player, man. Just steady Eddie, steady as they come, good on the mound. Obviously good around the bag at first, as we've seen already this game.
You know, that's got to be a tough transition coming off football and, you know, not having been in baseball shape. And you know, baseball is all about timing and repetition. And suddenly you just got to be thrown in there.
Yeah. He got
to
to
the
go.
Shortstop. This could be two. Kyler down the line, and he'll get there. They get the leadoff runner.
Yeah, it is. I think you're right, but I also think football is good for these guys to do that because I think it builds some mental toughness. You know, you can't replicate that, and so you bring that over to baseball, just kind of that edge that football naturally brings. I think it's important for a young team like this.
I'm a big football fan, so I appreciate everybody that comes out for football.
No doubt.
There's Dylan Green. In the air, right side, foul territory. Should be playable for the first baseman. And he makes the catch. That's May Schuler. Squeezes it.
They always talk about the hardest thing to do in sports. You know, what is it? And I had somebody tell me one time the hardest thing to do in sports is go to football practice every day because it is no fun.
I don't know. I've talked to wrestlers, and they say wrestling
I would
practice.
imagine that is no picnic either.
Yeah.
Especially under David Laxton.
He'd work you, man.
No doubt. The rules have changed a little bit now, what you can and can't do. You know, football, wrestling, any of it.
Speaking of wrestling, regional champs again and going for state. There goes the runner, and not going to be contested.
Yeah, really impressive run again, man. They've really gotten that program back to where it once was. Maybe not all the way. You haven't won a state title yet, but you're right there on the doorstep. And Coach John Wainwright and Joey Phillips done a great job, man. Proud for those guys.
No doubt. They're going to state.
Yeah. There it is.
And there it is. There's a up the middle base hit, and runner's being waved. Here comes up. He's going to hold the runner at the last second back to third. And going to be in there safely. Boy, I thought he was coming. It looked like Watson was making the turn. Looked like Moran wanted him to come, and then he held up and went back. And probably would have been safe. The throw was a little bit off the mark.
Yeah, throw was airmailed a little bit, but you don't know that. I thought it was a good hold there. It was a late hold, but it was a good hold. And you did get the runner to second because we airmailed our cutoff man there. So big opportunity here with Lopez at the plate.
And to the top of the order. Lopez reached via an error. His first plate appearance. That was in there.
That base knock there by Colton Rogers, man. I love Colton Rogers. That kid just works. He is just a worker. Good to see it pay off for him.
Got a little power in his.
Yeah. Hell, he's going to be a good player.
The pitch. Quickly 0-2.
I like him on the mound. You know, I don't know if he's pitched much this year yet, but comes from down under, a little submarine. Pretty nasty from down there. Definitely a different look than what you're used to seeing.
And with not a lot of lefties on the staff, I mean, it's good to have somebody that throws from that different slot position. Going to change things up.
No doubt. Need to put a ball in play right here, Noah.
0-2. protecting the plate, fouls it away.
Yeah, that was a miss. That was way too good of a pitch, 0-2 right there.
He's probably a little surprised to see it.
Yeah.
Figured he's going to get a waste pitch.
That was a good 0-2 pitch.
Yeah.
Breaking ball went off the outer half. If he wants to chase there, great. Still got a base open, so everything's at your disposal right now on the mound.
Moran waits on deck. Misses 2-2. It'd be a shame to leave 2 more runners on base. Stranded 2 in the first inning. Got to get at least one of them in here.
Yeah, you got the right guy at the plate though, man. Noah's a grinder. He's a battler. There it is.
There it is. There's the base hit. And that's going to plate 1. And here comes the second. The time
Yes,
run
sir.
on the way.
Huge.
How about that? 2 RBI for Noah Lopez.
Yeah, and I mean, great job by Noah right there. You're in an 0-2 count. You battle back, get it even, then just use your hands.
Number 9, Jason Rain.
2 out. Scoring runs with 2 outs, Wayne, is so huge. And so credit to not only Noah there, but Colton Rogers keeping that inning alive, turning the lineup over, giving the top a chance. That's big.
So Watson and Rogers score. It's now a 2-2 ball game. And Jace Moran at the plate here takes the first pitch for ball 1.
And Noah just did such a good job right there. Not trying to do too much, man. Just sat back, used his hands, able to find a spot up the middle. There he goes.
And fouled away. That hit and run on there with 2 outs.
That's a good hack by Jace
And
right there.
Lopez has the green light. I mean, if he thinks he's got a base, Coach says go. Unless he gives him the stop sign.
That's right. Yeah. I don't know what the red light is, but
That's right.
you want to give Jace a chance to hit right there here, though. You got the first baseman holding on, so you got a big hole that side. So you definitely don't want to run yourself out of an inning right here with Jace at the plate in an advantage count.
2 balls and a strike. Jace Moran getting the start at catcher in this ball game. Suwannee with 3 catchers on the roster. 3 good ones.
Yeah, really good ones.
And that's going to be fouled. Back to the screen on the third base side. I hope you're enjoying the ball game. Appreciate you tuning in to rivercountrysports.com. Spread the word. Bulldog baseball.
Yeah, good crowd tonight.
It is normally when Columbia and Suwannee play. I don't care what they're playing. You're going to get a good crowd, whether it's in Live Oak or Lake City.
Yeah.
The off-speed catches him.
Good pitch right there by McKenzie.
But
McKenzie
Suwannee comes back and ties things up. And so after 2, we're all tied at 2. Suwannee Bulldog Baseball on rivercountrysports.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
All right, hey Bulldog fans, when you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
It's rivercountrysports.com and our coverage of Suwannee High Bulldog baseball here on a kind of a windy night here, Tuesday evening in Live Oak, Florida. Wayne Luttrell along with Hunter Abercrombie. And Hunter, I'm going to turn the broadcast over to you for play-by-play for the middle innings.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We get ready to start the top of the third here, and the Bulldogs with a big 2 spot in the bottom of the second to answer the Tigers. 2 runs in the top of the first, and Grayson Green gets ready to go back to work, and he'll be facing Colton Moat to lead off the second inning.
Colton Moat scored the first run of the ball game for Columbia High School. He walked back in the first inning and ended up scoring on a wild pitch.
Yeah, hits in the 2-hole, comes into tonight with a .320 average, so a good solid hitter. And Green ready to go to work.
He's just waiting for him to get in the box.
Yeah, just giving it the stare down, ready to go. And his first offering is going to look like over the outside corner. Must have been a little bit up. That'll be ball one.
Didn't miss by much.
Green into the wind. He'll deliver. That pitch is off the outside corner. It's 2-0. See if Grayson gets back in the count right here. Again, the Bulldogs will shade to the right center side. Moat waits for the 2-0. Green delivers low. It'll be 3-0. So now time to climb the ladder, get back into the count. It looks like Green's going to leave the windup. He's going to go to the stretch, maybe more comfortable there. Columbia's definitely had some traffic on the base paths these first couple of innings. Suwannee able to wriggle out in the second with a big double play.
Yeah.
As the count now 3-1 on Moat.
And he does seem more comfortable there from the stretch. Went down the middle of the last pitch.
And there's a fly ball to left field. Colton Rogers will ease over and make the play easily. Wayne, I was a little bit worried. We talked about that gap in left center, and that's right where that went.
Yeah, for a minute there, I thought it was going to be trouble, but nice job by Suwannee to get over there, and Rogers making the snag.
McKenzie.
And coming to the plate for Columbia will be the pitcher, Trace McKenzie. I think they always say in these situations, Wayne, to help yourself, but I always hated that saying. Felt like it cursed you.
Well, a lot of times you don't bat when you're the pitcher. Suwannee has DH for their pitcher.
And ground ball out to short on the first pitch, fastball, and Garcia up with it. He's over to first, easy play, and 2 away. That's what we like as a pitcher, Wayne. 1 pitch outs, baby.
And good defense behind you. Tell you what, Suwannee doesn't have a very deep bench tonight. They've only got Caden Jenkins and Landon Peterson over there on the bench. So,
yeah, I know Coach Moran likes to run some guys up and down on JV. The JV obviously played earlier today, played at 4 o'clock. And I think Columbia won that one 6-1 from what we were told. But sure, some of the younger guys who have been up may be back down as Green gets ready to go to work again. First pitch fastball pulls inside off of Moran's glove, and it'll be ball one.
Suwannee's got Buchholz coming in here tomorrow. That's
really good team.
7 o'clock start. Then Friday, road trip to Wakulla.
Yeah, we talked about the schedule and how there's no breaks. Wakulla's a really, really good team, and there's a line drive into the right center gap. That's going to get down for a 2-out base knock for Columbia. Big turnaround first. Green up with it. He'll get it in. And Columbia with a base runner with 2 outs in the top of the third.
Aiden Phillips at first base, 2 down, and now here's Lord.
Green ready to go to work again. I feel like that wind's picked up a little bit, Wayne. I kind of, with you, I think it's coming in now a little bit, kind of coming right in here to the press box.
Every time I look at the flag in center field, it's going in a different direction.
Runner dances off first. Green will deliver up and away for ball one to Goose Lord.
We do have some weather coming in tomorrow, so this is the beginning. I'm not supposed to rain until tomorrow.
And Green will move over, pick over to first. Just the old C move, just to remind the runner, yeah, I know you're still there. Nice and easy. Definitely not the good move that we may show later in the game, but just a little check.
You're careful with that lefty. He will pick you if you get too far away from the bag.
Yeah, a lot of times what you'll see teams do is just when they decide to run, they'll just go first movement and take their chances because even if the lefty does pick, if you got a good runner, he still has a chance to get there if he just puts his head down and goes because it does take a minute for the move and the throw to get there.
And then the tag.
We'll see what Columbia does here with 2 outs. Pitch away. It definitely seems to be bothering Green a little bit, paying attention there.
You know, Phillips kind of jumping around over there on first base, and it could be a little bit distracting, but got to get the batter here. He got 2 down in the inning.
Yeah, get back in the count right here. We'll see what they go with 2-0. Fastball over the outer half. Good pitch. Kind of run the count to 2-1 with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Columbia 5-hole hitter at the plate. Green trying to throw up his second consecutive 0 and get the Dogs back in the dugout. Runner goes. Late throw there by Moran. I don't know if he didn't see it or didn't hear it, but kind of double clutch there, and that's going to be a stolen base.
The pitch was inside. The batter went after, and it may have just crossed him up just enough. He didn't get that throw off until the runner was about 3/4 of the way there.
But the swing and miss there will run the Deuces wild. 2-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the third. As Green looks in for the sign, he'll check the runner at second, get ready to deal the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball down on the back foot. Good pitch there. Good take by Lord. That's a tough pitch to take, that breaking ball that goes down at your back foot. Back foot slider is what they call it, and that'll run the count full. Base open at first, so all of Green's pitches at his disposal here with 2 outs. He's got the sign. He'll come set and deliver the full count offering. Runner goes, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. That's going to be out 3, as Moran will throw the ball down anyway and gets Columbia excited for a second, but that'll end the inning.
Yeah.
And Green gets through the top of the 3rd unscathed. The score will remain 2-2. We'll take it to commercial. You're listening to rivercountrysports.com.
Hey Bulldogs, let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here, real help.
The UPS Store, located at 6824 Suwannee Plaza Lane, Live Oak, Florida. Your trusted local real estate partner in Live Oak, Grantham Realty, for all your real estate needs in North Florida. With over 20 years experience, they're more than just a real estate agency. They're your friends and neighbors, dedicated to serving this vibrant community. So whether you're buying or selling, you can trust Grantham Realty to provide solutions that fit your needs. At Grantham Realty, you'll be treated as a friend, not a number. Contact their friendly team today. Grantham Realty, 386-362-7080.
Back here at Booster Field in Live Oak, Florida. Everything looking good tonight, man. Good crowd, good weather. Field looks nice. 2-2 ball game. Doesn't get better than that.
No, sir, man. Up here calling a game with my minor league baseball coach back in the good old days.
Yes. It's been a little while.
Well, you know, Kyler Hall just left, and that's who we lost to in the championship, Wayne. So, I mean, we should have kicked him out of the booth.
You think that would have made up for it?
Yeah, absolutely. Grayson Bonds leading off the bottom of the 3rd for Suwannee against Trace McKenzie. McKenzie will deliver. Fastball down, 1-0. Bonds, the designated hitter tonight for Suwannee. Familiar name around Suwannee baseball, Bonds.
Well, no doubt about it. Been a bunch of them.
Of course,
playing, coaching.
Yeah. Grayson's dad, Chad, a catcher back in the 90s. His Uncle Alan, a great player back in the late 80s. Uncle Brett as well. And cousin Bo, who's in the Blue Jays organization. Ground ball up the middle for Bonds. That's going to get through and be a leadoff single as we talk good about the family. Bo starting out good at spring training this year for the Blue Jays.
And Grayson at first base. That's what I wanted to see.
Absolutely. Yeah, more urgent right now is Grayson.
And actually, our leadoff man has been aboard each inning.
Yeah, a lot of traffic on the base pass for both teams tonight as Gabe Garcia will come to the plate. The Hamilton County transfer, the shortstop for Suwannee. He'll dig in with Bonds on first. McKenzie in the stretch, and he'll deliver. Breaking ball right down the middle, strike 1. Good off-speed pitch to start the at-bat.
Good pitch, and Garcia wasn't expecting that. He was looking fastball.
Yeah, the great thing about a first-pitch breaking ball, if you can get it over now, he doesn't know what's coming. McKenzie will deliver. There's a fastball right past him, kind of what we were talking about. You know, now you're a little bit backwards on what's coming.
Yeah, you get that curveball over for a strike, suddenly that fastball looks about 10 miles per hour faster.
And McKenzie will set. He will deliver the 0-2 pitch. Another breaking ball grounded to third. Bobble down there. They'll go to second, still get the out at second, but not able to turn two. Suwannee lucky there with a little bobble at third base, maybe saved a double play.
They have. Pretty good speed down the line. One down in the inning, fielder's choice. Garcia aboard at first base, and now Coy Fryer to the plate.
Speaking of names familiar to Suwannee athletics, Coy Fryer. As Garcia will take his lead from first, Fryer, the third baseman tonight, struck out his first at bat. Quick move over, and now you call him out. Oh, man.
Wow.
Again, we talked about it in the first, and it's a good quick move by McKenzie. We're biased. I thought he was back, but hey, bang, bang play at first. Could have gone either way, and it went against the Dogs, and quickly there's 2 outs.
Yeah, and you know, where the umpire's set up, and it's not his fault, but there's only 2 umpires, but he's behind that play, and that's a
Yeah, it is. It's tough to see.
tough view.
It was bang, bang right there.
It was. I'm not complaining.
Fastball up for ball 1 as McKenzie will come set and get ready to deliver again. And Fryer will foul it off, another fastball. We've talked about it a couple times tonight, Wayne, but these pitchers working quick.
All right, we're breezing through this ball game.
Yeah, keeps the defense on their toes. Love to have good tempo. Fryer steps in with a 1-1 count as McKenzie gets ready to deliver. It'll be a breaking ball and strike 2.
Nothing's more aggravating than a guy that stomps around on the mound and steps off the mound and checks the sign, and it takes forever to get the pitch off. They put the clock on you in Major League Baseball now.
And McKenzie will climb the ladder, and he'll strike out Fryer for the second time tonight, and the Bulldogs quickly down in order in the bottom of the third. As we get ready to go to the top of the fourth, we'll head to commercial. You're listening to rivercountrysports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com.
Josh Anderson here from Wayne Fryer Live Oak. I'm inviting you to come tour the best built manufactured homes on the market. Choose from 2x6 exterior walls, upgrade insulation, vinyl plank flooring, shiplap accent walls, barn doors, tile showers, and so much more. All our homes come with delivery and setup, AC, steps, and skirting. And at Wayne Fryer Live Oak, homes start at just $69.9. If you've always wanted to own your own home, now is the time at Wayne Fryer, US 90 West, Live Oak, or visit us online at WayneFryerHome.com.
Hey, Bulldog fans, when you're hungry, remember Robbie's Cafe, home of the big fish sandwich. Plus burgers, salads, hot and cold sandwiches, wings, always fresh, always delicious. Robbie's Cafe by Suwannee High School, Pinewood Drive in Live Oak. Robbie's Cafe, where Bulldogs are fed. Well, 2-2 ball game here as we begin the fourth inning.
We will, and Grayson Green back out there for the top of the fourth. And one of the things, Wayne, we haven't talked about yet, early in the year, these pitchers are on a pitch count.
Now,
And
Max Schuler.
first 3 innings, a lot of pitches for Grayson Green. And so we'll see how far he's able to go tonight as the big first baseman, Max Schuler, digs in for Columbia.
Don't see many complete games, really, at high school baseball.
Yeah, you don't anymore. And I mean, just as we've learned more about arm care and things like that, you see some pitch limits on some guys. And so that kind of lends itself to it, especially with the velocity they throw with now. Want to take care of those arms as Schuler will foul away a 1-0 pitch, and that'll run the count to 1-1. But a lot of it, too, is just, man, we got to fill up the zone and get guys on around in 3 pitches or less.
Yeah, and you got a lot of arms. You want to keep everybody happy, keep that rotation going, and you only play 2 or 3 games a week.
Absolutely. Grayson frustrated with himself there as he runs the count to 2-1. Again, yanks a fastball down on the inside corner and low. Just stay within yourself right here. It's a 2-1 count, and let's see what happens. Green set, and he'll deliver again, and that'll be low. Run the count to 3-1. So I think what we've seen, Wayne, is Grayson each inning coming out. Besides the first, he was very sharp the first batter of the game. But since then, that first batter of each inning has kind of gotten away from him, gotten behind the batter.
Yeah.
Working exclusively out of the stretch. Right now, count is 3-1 to the big first baseman for Columbia, Schuler. Green set at the chest, and he'll deliver. And again, ball 4, and the last 3 nowhere close. We'll see if that draws some interest from Coach Pennington in the dugout.
Matt's usually not the guy to go out and talk to him.
Well, the thing you can notice about Coach Moran is what kind of visit it's going to be by the way he walks out. If it's going to be friendly or unfriendly.
Just by the walk.
By the walk.
Chasing Maddox now to the plate.
So Schuler leads away from first with nobody out in the top of the fourth. Green set. There's a ground ball to Fryer. He'll cut it off, go to second for 1, on to first. Double play. Great play by the Bulldogs. I didn't think, Wayne, that ball was going to be hit hard enough for a double play, but a great job by Fryer to get rid of it quick. A great turn by Noah Lopez at second. And quickly, there are 2 outs. Big double play for Grayson Green.
And Fryer did his job. He cut off the shortstop of that ball, so it had a chance to turn 2. Got it to Lopez quickly, and then nice little pivot there.
Well, we talked about what a good athlete Fryer is. Can play anywhere on the field, really. I mean, you could play him at all 9 spots if you wanted to. And that will be a pop-up to first on a first pitch. And very quickly after the leadoff walk, Grayson Green has a quick inning, gets the Bulldogs back into the dugout. as the Tigers go 1-2-3 in the top of the fourth. We'll come back for the bottom half. You're listening to and watching River Country Sports.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Do you need tree service? Morgan Tree and Debris provides you with quality and affordable tree service in Live Oak and surrounding communities. Morgan Tree and Debris is a full service and tree company. Tree trimming, tree removal, firewood, stump grinding, storm cleanup, debris removal. Contact Morgan Tree and Debris at 386-249-0472. That's Morgan Tree and Debris, 386-249-0472 for all of your tree service needs.
Suwannee Bulldog Baseball and RiverCountrySports.com. Wayne Luttrell along with Hunter Abercrombie. And a 2-2 ball game. Let's see if Suwannee can break things open in their half of the fourth inning here. Both pitchers still on the hill. Trace McKenzie getting the start for the Tigers. Grayson Green for Suwannee. I know they're on a pitch count. McKenzie's got to be going up there throwing a lot of pitches, but both of them still in command here at the ballpark.
Yeah, we breezed through the first half of the ball game, Wayne, in a brisk 54 minutes. So we'll see what the second half brings, as it looks like Hampton Newman will dig in for the Bulldogs.
Newman singled his first plate appearance.
He did, and we have a stoppage here. Don't know why we had to step off there, but we did. And now we're ready to go. McKenzie in the windup, and he'll get ready to deliver to Newman. First pitch breaking ball off the outside corner. Ball one.
Tyler Watson on deck.
McKenzie seems to have found his release point on that breaking ball a little bit the last couple of innings, Wayne. Yes. Chopper down to third. And throw across the diamond, and Newman will be out for out number one in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, he's been throwing that breaking pitch for strikes.
Now batting number 4, Tyler Watson.
And trying to get him to chase sometimes as it goes off the plate. And then he throws that hard slider.
Yeah, definitely just a fastball slider combination right here as Tyler Watson will dig in for the Bulldogs, big first baseman.
We got in front of that one.
Yeah, inside fastball pulled down the line hard for strike one. Pulled the hands in, and McKenzie's ready to go again. And there's a ground ball in the 5-6 hole, and that'll sneak through for a base hit for Kyler Watson, and he'll be on for the second time tonight.
Reached via fielder's choice, scored a run back in the second, on board here in the fourth. One down in the inning, and Dylan Green comes to the plate.
That's right, the lone senior in the starting lineup tonight for Suwannee. Dylan Green, the center fielder, 8-hole hitter. And he'll dig in with one out in the bottom of the fourth. Watson takes his lead from first. Fastball outside corner, that'll be strike one. Watson, not a bad runner, but certainly not someone you look for to run right here. Not like a Lopez or a Fryer, probably.
Got a little speed, though. He'd surprise you.
For a big guy, he certainly does. Breaking ball. And there he goes on a delayed steal. Great call. So that's what we were talking about. Coach Moran, rolling the dice right there. Not a straight steal, waited. So he's watching that catcher throw back to the mound from his knees every time. Took advantage right there to get a man in scoring position.
And the catcher didn't know he was going until he was there.
Pitch was up. It's 1-1 as McKenzie delivers. Fastball. Green swings through a high fastball right there out of the zone. That'll run the count to 1-2. So Suwannee with a man in scoring position here in the bottom of the fourth, looking to take the lead for the first time tonight. McKenzie delivers. Fastball. Middle. That'll be strike three. Think he caught Green looking for something else there.
Caught him looking, and he'll go back to the dugout to think about that one. Colton Rogers now to the plate. Rogers been hot lately at the plate, so let's see if he can keep that going.
He has.
Single back in the second.
Yep,
home run in our last broadcast.
Big 2-out single in the second inning to keep the inning going before a 2-out, 2 RBI single from Noah Lopez, and we'll see if he can keep the 2-out magic going this time. Watson away from second. Brooks checks him, and a breaking ball is going to hit him in the back. If you're going to get hit, Wayne, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, you'd rather be hit by a off-speed pitch than that fastball, that's for sure.
So that'll turn the Suwannee lineup over, and Noah Lopez will come to the plate for the third time tonight.
Noah Lopez.
Lopez has been on board every time. He had that 2 RBI single back in the second inning that tied things up. Also reached via an error in the first inning.
He did, and he'll dig in with 2 outs. Runners take their leads. McKenzie set at the belt. He'll deliver fastball. Swung through for strike 1. McKenzie likes to go up the ladder with that fastball, Wayne, and it's been effective for him all night.
And Lopez went after that one. Boy, he wanted all of that one. Just missed it.
0-1 as McKenzie works quickly. He'll deliver fastball off the outside corner. We talked about it earlier, but the strike zone's been really good. If you're an umpire, what you want is for no one to notice you. And I think Bobby Ross has done a really, really nice job tonight.
Very consistent.
1-1 count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Noah Lopez at the plate for Suwannee. The pitch, breaking ball, floated down the right field line. That's
Could be
trouble. It's in the Bermuda Triangle. Second baseman will make the play, and that will end the inning. That's a tough play and a good play for Columbia to end the bottom of the 4th. So we'll go to the top of the 5th. Your score, still 2-2. You're watching rivercountrysports.com.
When watching the big game, you want pizza. Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak has what you're looking for. Delicious pizza, cooked just the way you like it. From their signature sauce to their toppings, the fresh original dough, plus wings, breadsticks, and more. Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's Pizza, 6852 Suwannee Plaza Lane in Live Oak. Call for delivery or stop by today.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Back here at Booster Field, 2-2 ball game. Big goose eggs for the last couple of innings. Columbia scoring 2 in the first inning. Suwannee coming back with a pair in the second. So we're tied up at 2 as we begin inning number 5.
We will, and Grayson Green returns to the mound for Suwannee. Wayne, checking some college scores. Your Hurricanes up on FIU 3-0 early, top of the second tonight. And the Noles up 7-1 on the Ospreys of UNF.
I'm happy to see Miami win a game in Gainesville. Thought they were going to get swept.
Yeah.
Fell behind in that Sunday ball game, but then came back with a big inning and ended up holding on for a win and the first loss of the year for Florida.
Well, for me, that's a lose-lose.
Is that right?
Yeah. And Florida down right now to UCF in the middle of the 6th inning, 6-2.
Of course, I was talking to Josh up in Jasper. He's a big Gator fan. I said, that's going to be a tough one tonight now.
Yeah.
It's not an automatic for a midweek game.
Well, Suwannee High grad Peyton Waters, a member of the UCF pitching staff, as Grayson Green goes to work in the top of the 5th with a quick strike 1 against the former Suwannee Bulldog, Logan Brooks, the 9-hole hitter and shortstop for Columbia. Breaking ball down there, that'll run the count to 1-1.
What do you think of these kids? You can change schools whenever you want to these days.
Wayne,
Much
boy,
different.
well, I don't think we have enough time to hear my opinion on all of that.
Well,
Especially if you're going to transfer. Boy, going to purple and gold's a toughie.
yeah, but
It's a toughie.
been done a few times, and I can tell you, there a couple of them Hamilton County people don't like going from a Trojan to a Bulldog.
I understand. I understand their pain completely. Believe me.
Yeah.
Count now 2-1 on Brooks as Green will deliver. Fastball down again. That leadoff batter of the inning having some trouble. It's 3-1. I heard a story, Wayne, that there was, I don't know who the player was, but played football at Columbia, transferred to Fort White for basketball. When the second semester started, went back to Columbia, but still played basketball for Fort White.
Wow.
Now, how does that work?
I don't even know what the rules are anymore.
Well, and a lot of people, as that pitch is down, and again, a leadoff walk in the top of the 5th as Brooks will take first base, a lot of people will blame the FHSAA, and the FHSAA leaves a lot to be desired, but at this point, that's more of the state. The state has kind of taken a lot of the power from the FHSAA, and those are just state laws that you have to follow, but it is definitely free agency.
They used to be you had to live within the district or at least have an address,
Or
grandma or something.
Yeah, and if you moved, everyone had to move. It was a chore. couldn't follow a coach as Edge, the leadoff hitter, will square around for a base hit bunt and foul it back. Trying to get the defense moving there. He struck out his first 2 times. Edge hasn't seen a ball tonight. He has seen 7 strikes. He is not liking Grayson Green.
Yeah, no, he struck out twice. For whatever reason, Green just bears down on him.
So Fryer in a step on the grass. Again, maybe looking for the bunt. Green comes set, and he'll pick. And Edge did show bunt right there, and that's probably why we wanted to pick, just to see if he'd square around again. He did, so I'd expect it again here if I was Fryer. And he'll ease in from third base. Green set at the belt as Brooks leads away from first. Good runner at first base. He'll square around. It's going to be popped up, but he'll get down the third base line. Good bunt by Edge. Nobody covering third there as Green covered a little bit late. Big round at second by Brooks, but he'll retreat as Garcia moved that way.
Number 1, Colton Moat.
So a good job by Edge. That ball was popped up, but got down quick enough to get the runner over.
He did his job, moved the runner. I thought he was going to try first base because, obviously that was where to go. But when he popped it up, that could have been doubled up real quick. But it did fall, gets the runner over. 1 down in the inning.
That'll bring Moat to the plate. The 2-hole hitter for Columbia with 1 out in the top of the 5th inning. Brooks will lead away from second. He'll be checked there by Garcia. Green comes set and checks him as well. Fastball. Inside corner gets away from Moran, but not far enough. He will try to go. Moran kind of laissez-faire to the ball, and now we're going to throw it down the third base line.
Well, that's just a gift run right there.
And I don't know if Moran thought that when the ball got away from him that Brooks would just automatically be at third. Brooks didn't go initially, but then saw Moran kind of not retreat real well to the ball, took off, and then Moran threw it down the third baseline. And Coach Moran will come out for a visit. And Wayne, we talked about the walk, and I don't think I have to tell you which one this is.
Yeah, that's not a friendly walk right there. And I know he's aggravated after that play. I mean, that was just a gift run.
Yeah, I think this is less about Grayson Green and more about the man behind the plate right now.
Well, and that is his son. But, the runner at second had frozen and thought we got out of it. And then, Jace was kind of lackadaisical to the ball. So he takes off to third base in a bad throw. And it gets by the third baseman and a run scores. And, man, you hate to gift him a run like that.
Yeah, and that was definitely a gift. There's no other way to describe it. Like you said, Brooks didn't take off, but just our lack of urgency getting to the baseball allows Columbia to score a run. And those are the things that kind of can add up on you. In any event, the count 1-0 on Moat with 1 out in the top of the 5th, and Columbia now with a 3-2 lead. As Green will come set, he will deliver. Fastball inside, Mr. Spot there, and it's going to be 2-0. We talked about breaking up rhythm, and I think that Moat's done a good job of that tonight. He's taken his time getting in the box, and as a left-hander who likes to work quick, you hate that. 2-0 count. Green will deliver. Fastball high, 3-0. Nobody warming in the Suwannee pen, which is a little surprising just because of how un-Grayson Green-like he's been tonight with control.
Yeah, usually they have, who they're going to go to, kind of have that in the back of their mind. And I don't know who the relief pitcher is, who would be the first to go in. But I only have 2 on the bench, so.
Yeah, so he's probably in the field.
That's what I'm thinking.
Go in.
That's what I'm thinking, and probably didn't get a chance to get bullpen action.
Yeah. Now the pitcher, Trace McKenzie, the 3-hole hitter for Columbia, will dig in with 1 out as Moat walks for the second time tonight. McKenzie will dig in against Green as Moat leads away from first. Delivery, fastball, outside corner. There's a strike.
McKenzie's put the ball in play both times. He had a double, scored a run back in the first, and grounded out to the shortstop in the 3rd inning. Batting here in the 5th.
Green comes set, he'll deliver, and he'll pick to first just to check on Moat. Yeah, that double in the 1st inning, Wayne, probably the hardest hit ball tonight. The one that McKenzie doubled towards the Kevin Green Farm Bureau sign there in left center.
Yeah. Speaking of a few former greats.
Yes, sir.
He was a good one.
There's no doubt.
He and his brother.
There's a ground ball towards Fryer. Third, Fryer cuts it off. He'll go to second for 1. Lopez turns for the 2nd time tonight. There will be a double play, and that'll end the inning, but not before. Columbia takes the lead on a 1-out throwing error. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th with the Tigers leading 3-2. You're watching RiverCountrySports.com.
All right, hey, Bulldog fans. When you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games. Hey Bulldogs, let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here, real help.
The UPS Store, located at 6824 Suwannee Plaza Lane, Live Oak, Florida.
Suwannee Bulldog Baseball on River Country Sports is sponsored in part by Southern Roots Catering. Call 386-243-5178. Got a big shindig coming up. Want some catering done? Southern Roots Catering. They're convenient, they're delicious, they're affordable, they're hassle-free. Call 386-243-5178. That's Southern Roots Catering. You can email them at srcateringllc@gmail.com. And we certainly appreciate them sponsoring Suwannee Bulldog Baseball here in River Country.
Now batting number 9.
All right, Suwannee needs to get that run back. Let's see what they can do here in their half of the fifth.
Yeah, Jace Moran will lead it off, the 2-hole hitter for Suwannee, hoping to make amends for that gaff last inning as he'll dig in against Trace McKenzie. Both starters still in the game as McKenzie will deliver, and that is popped sky high. Looks like it's going to stay in play. McKenzie over, and he will make the play. The pitcher coming off the mound, being an athlete, and he'll make the catch in foul territory. I always like that, Wayne, as a pitcher. You know, you're kind of taught leave those to the fielders because once you become a pitcher, you're not an athlete.
Yeah.
But that's my out, baby. I want to go get it.
Well, the third baseman was there, the catcher was there, but McKenzie called for it.
Yeah.
And now as a catcher, that's a tough play. You got that catcher's mitt on, and you got
probably the third baseman's ball there, but it was
probably
a long way for him to go. And McKenzie makes a good play as Grayson Bonds will dig in with one out. Bonds will take a breaking ball over the outside corner for strike one, the designated hitter tonight. As McKenzie continues to work quick and efficiently, and there's a breaking ball down. That'll be 1-1.
Bonds, 1 for 2 in the ball.
1 for 2 tonight. Producer extraordinaire Tammy Neal was showing me during the break that my commercial was on. I was like, Lord, people are going to have to hear way too much of me tonight.
This is one of the games you sponsored, though.
I know. I've been waiting all night to pull a Tom Daniels and have a ball go towards the Edward Jones sign.
That's one thing about Tom. It was always a Sports Connection sign.
Every fly ball was towards the Sports Connection sign. 1 and 2 on Bonds as he takes a fastball over the outer half.
Even foul balls. It was amazing.
Bonds will take a fastball up. That'll run the count to 2-2 on the Bulldogs senior designated hitter.
I was trying to help Tom with finding River Country Sports, and I said, you can get it on your phone. Then he hands me a flip phone. I said, well, never mind. Maybe not.
Close pitch, 2-2. Bonds will take it a little up. That'll run the count full with one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Suwannee trying to respond once again tonight. They came from 2-0 down early, now down 3-2 in the bottom of the fifth. McKenzie looks in. He'll deliver a full count offering. Breaking ball. Good job by Bonds to spoil that because that was going to be a strike. Count remains full.
That was good, protecting the plate. Just fouls it off, stay alive. Now let's see if he gets his pitch here.
Yeah, good at bat so far for Grayson Bonds as he digs in. McKenzie will wind and deliver. Fastball again fouled off, and we'll do it again.
Well, he went after that one, just didn't catch it over the barrel.
McKenzie ready to deal. He'll wind. He'll deliver breaking ball. Bonds again fights it off. Good job by Grayson. Good at bat. Now seen 8 pitches this at bat. Again, we talked about it, Wayne. I'd like to see Suwannee maybe dig in and step out, try to break McKenzie's rhythm a little bit right here. He's getting it and going, and he'll deliver the full count pitch. Breaking ball. Down. Swung through for strike 3. And the catcher did catch it, so no throw needed to first. And a good battle there ends with a strikeout for Trace McKenzie.
Yeah, that was just a good pitch. And Bonds did what he could.
It was. It looks like Coach Moran's going to come talk to the home plate umpire, Bobby Ross. He signaled the ball looked like it was down maybe in the dirt. Catcher acted like he caught it.
Yeah.
The umpire signaled out, but I think Coach Moran's asking, we sure that wasn't in the dirt. So Bonds is still standing on first for the moment, but that's going to be hard to overturn.
You're not going to get a replay, so
No.
chances are this. Just have a nice conversation with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an out. Can't hurt to check.
No, never know. Can't get a yes if you don't ask. Kind of like I tell my son about asking out a girl.
Is he still at watching? I mean,
Oh, no, not that one. That
No.
one's not going to have any trouble. I'm talking about the awkward older one.
I see.
Gabe Garcia digs in. He'll take a fastball down the middle for strike one. Cleanup hitter for Suwannee.
You got to put yourself back at his age, though.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I was the same.
Yeah.
It was not good. Garcia chops one down the first baseline. That'll quickly run the count to 0-2. I think Garcia's been in 0-2 counts all night, but he's done a good job battling back, putting the ball in play.
He has got picked off. Go back in the third. Let's see if he can atone for that with a big hit here.
Breaking ball outside corner. Columbia wanted that one. It did look a little bit off, and that'll run the count to 1-2. Good pitch. McKenzie will wind. He'll deliver the 1-2 offering. Fastball fouled away by Garcia. Wayne, as a hitter, you're taught to look, fastball, adjust. Looks like we're out of baseballs. You're taught to look, fastball, and adjust. But Suwannee does seem to be kind of what I would say is hitting defensively. We're really not just jumping on fastballs, getting them out front. We're kind of taking defensive swings. 1-2 offering be swung through for strike three, and that'll end the inning.
1, 2, 3 go the Dogs in their half of the fifth inning. 3-2 Tigers back after this. It's Bulldog Baseball on RiverCountrySports.com.
Your trusted local real estate partner in Live Oak, Grantham Realty, for all your real estate needs in North Florida. With over 20 years experience, they're more than just a real estate agency. They're your friends and neighbors dedicated to serving this vibrant community. So whether you're buying or selling, you can trust Grantham Realty to provide solutions that fit your needs. At Grantham Realty, you'll be treated as a friend, not a number. Contact their friendly team today. Grantham Realty, 386-362-7080. Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsInsurance.com.
Back here at Booster Field, and Suwannee with a new pitcher, Noah Lopez. You wonder why there was no bullpen action. He was playing second base, but he's going to take over for Grayson Green and come in here in the sixth inning to face the Tigers. Now, Lopez has gone from second. Who's playing second out there? Looks like
that's going to be Moran.
Jace Moran has gone to second.
Yeah.
And Grayson behind the plate.
Yeah, it appears that's going to be Bonds behind the plate. So you just kill the DH there, and he'll be in the game.
Grayson Bonds started the game at DH, and now he'll move behind the plate. Jace Moran moves to second base. He was your starting catcher, and Noah Lopez takes over for Grayson Green on the hill. And let's see, coming up for the Columbia High Tigers, got Aiden Phillips, Goose Lord, and May Schuler, the scheduled three. That's your 4, 5, and 6 hitters. 3-2 ball game. Columbia High leading Suwannee here in Live Oak. Two teams are going to meet again in Lake City. And let's see, that's coming up. That'll be March 27th when they play in Lake City.
Yeah, we've talked about it, Wayne, but I mean, there are no breaks in this schedule. You could say, well, we played Mayo early in the year. Well, Mayo's got some premium arms.
Mayo's probably going to be a Final Four
team. Oh, there's no doubt.
State championship contender. And, I'm looking down the schedule. I mean, after Wakulla, you got Columbia Knight, Buchholz, Wakulla, you got Childs, Newberry, Yulee, Bishop, Snyder, Florida High. I mean, where are the cream puffs on this schedule?
There's not,
I tell you what, though, if the Dogs get in the playoffs, they're going to be a tough out.
Yeah, and the playoffs this year go to best 2 out of 3, which in my opinion has been something that's been sorely needed for a while now. Is how Georgia does it. And like most things with high school athletics, if you just copy Georgia, you're on the right track. But when you only have one game, you can run into an arm.
That's right.
And that's it. When Bowles had Hunter Barco, well, that's a tough ask for your for your team to get past him. And so now I think doing 2 out of 3 really proves who the better team is.
And the other thing is, you don't play your district opponents during the regular season as much.
Right.
So your first time you're seeing a lot of them is in the district tournament.
Yeah, that is a welcome change that they've made, is the 2 out of 3 playoff system.
All right, let's get going here. Let's see what Noah Lopez can bring as the righty gets ready here in the 6th. His first pitch in there for a called strike.
Yeah, Lopez, a little 3-quarter delivery, not known as a pitcher, but good athlete. And, man, right in there at him.
He's pitched a couple of times, 3 innings pitched so far in the season, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts.
Yeah, nice little sweeper right there. 0-1. Be down and run the count to 1-1.
Looks for a sign. Now gets it, goes to the belt. To the plate. And that is towards center and backtracking toward the warning track, and a nice grab out there from Dylan Green.
That was a really good jump by Green. He got a great jump on that ball and tracked it down because that ball was hit hard. Out towards the Edward Jones sign.
There it is.
Now batting number 15, Goose Lord.
Makes the catch right before the warning track.
Right there in the middle of the D there.
Well, the wall looks good. They repainted it this year.
Yeah, did a great job, man. I love that. We're one of only 2 or 3 schools in the state that still have the old brick wall.
Yeah, I think it looks good, and I like the brick backstop back there, which you really, you get a pass ball. I mean, it's not automatic. Sometimes that'll ricochet right back to the catcher.
Wayne, I'll tell you a funny story about that in just a second. We haven't, but Buddy Linton, who you, I'm sure, remember, who built nearly every field in this county. And if you play on a baseball field and you're a youth these days, you need to be thanking Buddy Linton.
Yeah.
Because he did a ton of work. But
he was always on that tractor.
He was always on that tractor, and so talented, very, very good at all of it.
Yeah.
Built the football field in Hamilton County. But he was out here one day, and Coach Gray was a new coach, Coach Ronnie Gray, and wanted a new wall. But they couldn't figure out how they were going to pay for it, and had the old small wall out here, and they were working on the field one weekend and wait for the pitch. And Buddy told Coach Gray, and my dad said, go to lunch. Go to lunch, come back in about 2 hours. And when they came back, Buddy knocked the wall down and said, well, we got to do something now.
Whoops.
Lopez looks good. Again, he's working fast. I know he ran the count full right here to Lord, but filling it up early.
I saw Stephen Linton the other day in town.
That's good. Fly ball to center. Good job there. Good job by Lopez. Yeah, Stephen works on the oil rigs, I believe, or did.
Yeah, he was telling me he was back visiting, but fixing to go back to Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Now batting number 14, Max.
There's big money in that.
No doubt.
Right now it's drill, baby, drill. So good time to work in the oil fields.
His dad was a great guy and a very talented guy, and a lot of people miss Buddy Linton.
For sure.
A lot of people don't know how much he did for kids and athletics around here. And when Melody had a baseball program, that's what their field was named, was Buddy Linton Field, but you could put that on any field around here, honestly.
Well, I remember, when we didn't have the Sportsplex, he was instrumental in helping us back in just fighting for that,
Absolutely.
Team Suwannee, we called ourselves. We were little buttons. Had meetings and kept fighting for it, and finally got it.
I think that's what they call themselves now, but yeah.
I mean,
they've brought it back.
Premier place for youth baseball.
It's great. Running a lot of tournaments over there now. Good stuff.
Saw the Suwannee Bombers won a tournament, one of the age groups, I guess, this past weekend.
Yeah, the 11
before.
you did. 11 you did. They've won back-to-back tournaments. Good for them. A lot of talent coming up in the youth ranks. Great work by Noah Lopez. Get you some.
And that'll be 3 up and 3 down for Columbia High in their half of the 6th inning. Suwannee coming to bat after this. Let's see if they can find that run. They're down in this ballgame 3-2. It's Suwannee baseball on RiverCountrySports.com.
Josh Anderson here from Wayne Fryer Live Oak. I'm inviting you to come tour the best built manufactured homes on the market. Choose from 2x6 exterior walls, upgrade insulation, vinyl plank flooring, shiplap accent walls, barn doors, tile showers, and so much more. All our homes come with deliver-in setup, AC, steps, and skirting. And at Wayne Fryer Live Oak, homes start at just $69.9. If you've always wanted to own your own home, now is the time. At Wayne Fryer, US 90 West, Live Oak, or visit us online at WayneFryerHome.com.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Suwannee Bulldog Baseball here on RiverCountrySports.com. 3-2 ball game. Columbia High leading Suwannee. Suwannee coming to bat here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Coy Fryer will lead it off. Well, let's see if Fryer can get things going. He struck out twice. He's due.
Batting number 10, Coy Fryer.
Yeah. And Wayne, our researcher extraordinaire, Mr. Jamie Walker, reminded me the best of 3 series is only through the region tournament. You get down to state, and it's only 1 game. So the Final 4, you just got to win twice, which is silly to me, but we'll take baby steps.
Jamie with the Lake City Reporter does a fantastic job reporting on local sports.
Absolutely. Wealth of knowledge.
There's a ground ball to third, easy play across the diamond, and down goes Fryer. And appreciate you watching tonight, Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie, man, he has a great wealth of information, a great researcher. He's always sending some nuggets over to me.
Stat-wise, he's unbelievable.
Oh, man, shows his stuff. You know, he's a Missouri Tiger, and we're going to steal his basketball coach if all goes well at Florida State. But other than that, he's okay.
Leonard Hamilton retiring.
Straight up the chute.
See if the catcher can handle this one. Gets underneath it. No.
Wow.
Had it in the mitt, and it pops out.
Got to use that. Got to use that. I thought he had that squared up, no problem. Hit him right in the palm.
Tell you what, when you get new life, you dodge one like that, make them pay. Hampton Newman at the plate. New life.
Definitely. And if you're Suwannee, you want to get a couple base runners here because in the 7th, you know, you want to try to get the top of the order back to the plate.
Off speed, missed that one.
So right now it's your 6 hole with 1 out here in the 6th. If you go 1, 2, 3 here, you have 8, 9, 1 in the 7th. You'd like to have it, get it to the top of the order if you can. Good
Just
pitch.
off the plate, yeah.
Is still McKenzie out on the mound, it appears. Still working fast, doing a good job.
Swing and a miss.
And I think what you're starting to see now is McKenzie's starting to feel it a little bit. He's working quick. He's locating. Definitely found his rhythm, found his release point. So Suwannee's going to have to do something to get him off his spot.
Batting number 4.
He seems to be getting stronger. He's mowing the dogs down at this point. Kyler Watson. Let's see if he can break that rhythm up.
Yeah, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Need to get something going.
Off speed. And that one misses. Again, you start them with that. You just get them thinking about things other than that fastball so they can't sit on it. Yeah, there's some high heat there. Misses 2-0.
See, this is a good opportunity. If I'm Watson, I'm going to call timeout. I'm going to step out. I'm going to do something to break his rhythm a little bit right here. Big hack there, 2-0.
Watson just a sophomore. Heading the count now, 3-1.
Yeah, close pitch there, but a pitch that's been consistently called all night.
Watson's been on base every time tonight. Reached via fielder's choice and single. Swings a one there, and now the count's full. Dogs down by a run, and we're running out of outs. Off speed and in there. Wow, frozen.
Yep.
And that's going to do it for Suwannee's half of the 6th inning. So we head to the 7th. Tigers up by a run. It's 3-2. Suwannee Bulldog Baseball on RiverCountrySports.com.
Do you need tree service? Morgan Tree and Debris provides you with quality and affordable tree service in Live Oak and surrounding communities. Morgan Tree and Debris is a full service and tree company. Tree trimming, tree removal, firewood, stump grinding, storm cleanup, debris removal. Contact Morgan Tree and Debris at 386-249-0472. That's Morgan Tree and Debris, 386-249-0472 for all of your tree service needs.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Suwannee Baseball on River Country Sports is sponsored in part by Southern Roots Catering. Call 386-243-5178. Hey, if you got a big crowd coming in for Easter, that'd be a good time to cater a meal, don't you think? Convenient, delicious, affordable, and hassle-free. That phone number again, 386-243-5178. Southern Roots Catering. Email srcateringllc@gmail.com. All right, we'll begin the seventh inning here. Need to keep Columbia where they are and hope for some bottom of the seventh magic.
That's right. Noah Lopez out for his second inning of work. Did a great job the first inning.
Jason Maddox, first batter he'll face here in the seventh. Chopper to Coy Fryer. Fryer across the diamond in time.
Fryer's done a great job tonight, third base, hasn't he? Really made some difficult plays look easy.
He has. You know, he came back off injury. Our first broadcast, he was playing out in right field, and first ball hit out to him. He got crossed up a little bit.
Yeah.
But since then, he's been a defensive whiz and moved to the infield. Like you said, he could play anywhere.
Yeah, really. I mean, any of your infielders right now, save for Watson, who's more of a corner guy just because of his size, you know, Lopez, Moran, Garcia, Fryer, they could all play shortstop.
Tyson McCray, he's the DH. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. And there's one knife toward right field, but coming in on it and making the catch is Newman.
Yeah, tough play right there. That ball slicing away from you, like you said, but a good job there by Newman. Quickly 2 outs.
How about Hampton Newman in right field? And that was kind of knifing down and a tough one to see in those lights, and he handled it well.
Yeah, big out right here. You got Brooks, 9-hole hitter at the plate. Don't want to go back to the top of the order. Lopez looks in. Looks like he is bearing down, baby. I like it.
He just doesn't look right in that purple and gold.
Does anyone, Wayne?
Not really.
But yeah, I agree with you. Logan's a good athlete, man. A nice kid, good kid.
There's a fly ball. This one's deep. Right fielder calls for it. Newman makes the squeeze.
All right, here we go. Got to get it going.
Let's see
Great
if
job,
the
Lopez.
Dogs have the comeback in them. Back after this, Suwannee Baseball on rivercountrysports.com.
Hey Bulldogs, let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help.
The UPS Store, located at 6824 Suwannee Plaza Lane, Live Oak, Florida.
All right, hey Bulldog fans, when you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
And back here at Booster Field, and we got a new pitcher coming in for Columbia High School. See if we get a name for him.
Well, I was wanting to say it was number 16, Wayne, but
I don't see a 16
I don't see
on
a 16.
on the roster here. We may be seeing things there. I'm not sure who the new pitcher is, but it is a closer coming in for Columbia High School. And
it's gonna be the freshman Slaymaker, Nolan Slaymaker.
okay.
Yeah, really good premium freshman arm for Columbia right here.
So Noah Slaymaker will come to try to close things out. Tigers with a 1-run lead. Suwannee trying to dig out of things in the bottom of the 7th inning here. Dylan Green leading it off here.
Yeah, Slaymaker's got great stuff, but he is a freshman. We'll see how he responds.
And right back to the pitcher.
And so you got a freshman in there, and you're wanting to try to I understand what we're trying to do there is we're trying to just move him around a little bit. You're in a rivalry game. You're a 9th grader, and we bunt the ball right back to him, and that does nothing but settle you in.
Yeah.
Colton Rogers.
And that's the first out of the inning. If they could have put that down the third base or first base line,
Yeah,
maybe catch him. But right back to the pitcher, you have no shot.
You have to. If you're going to bunt right there, it's either a base hit or it's a foul ball. It's got to be one of the two. It can't be back to the pitcher, and that's exactly where it was. I think we wanted to go and try to push it down the first baseline, but the pitch was in, and we didn't pull back or adjust our barrel.
Other thing you do, I mean, he's just getting on the hill, and, you want to let him throw a pitch or two.
Yeah, for sure.
Colton Rogers now. Let's see if we can get something going here with one down.
And you go back to it, Wayne, and I mean, it's a great lesson for younger guys, but the score's 3-2, you battle early, and, Jace Moran's a great player. He is one of Swannee's top 2 or 3 players for sure, but that third run's on the board because we got lazy on a ball that got past us.
Yeah, no question. Swing and a miss. 1-2 quickly.
And I think Billy Moran, his dad, would be the first one to tell you that. So not a knock against Jace, just how important it is to play every play as hard as you can and to stay focused. Oh, ugly finder.
Right
that is sprayed
the,
right in the Bulldog dugout.
Yeah, hopefully everybody's okay over there.
I mean, that one made it into the wall of the dugout. That was right at you.
What are you just talking about? You have to, even in the dugout,
Head
you
on
have
a
to pay
swivel.
attention.
Head on a swivel.
Every pitch.
Need something put in play here by Rogers. Good job battling, man. That's a great changeup. Good Lord. This guy, for a freshman, I was doing a little research for the game tonight, and they said, watch out for Slaymaker. If he gets in the game, they said he has some of the best stuff in the area, and he's only a freshman. Upper 80s fastball. Good changeup right there.
Good
Really
size
good.
on him.
Yeah.
Colton Rogers at the dish. He singled and got hit by a pitch. Batting here in the 7th. Behind in the count 1-2.
Got to try to get Moran and Bonds to the plate here.
Swing and a miss.
It'll be up to Lopez.
Got to do it now with 2 outs. Just need one to tie it up.
Yeah. Well, Wayne, we started out, we thought runs would be at a premium. It didn't look like that early on, but it has turned out to be the case.
Well, Columbia pitching settled down, and Suwannee did a little damage there early, but hadn't been much going on the base pass in the last several innings. 3 up, 3 down in the 5th and 6th. And looks to be that way in the 7th unless Noah Lopez could change things. Help yourself, right?
That's right.
He could be the winning pitcher.
Yeah, need a ball in the gap right here. Got to find a way on. I mean, I know that goes without saying with 2 outs, but
Jace Moran would love a chance. He's on deck.
There it is.
And there it is. Will it stay fair?
It will.
It's a fair baseball. Into the corner.
That might be 3 for Lopez.
Lopez at second base. He's heading to third.
Got to get down.
There's the throw. And not going to be
yes,
in time.
sir.
He dives in there for a 3-bagger, and Suwannee is alive.
Man, it was a great job by Lopez. I was worried right there as he went to stand up that he may have come off the base. They kept the tag on him at third. But, man, there it is, 90 feet away now. That changes a lot, and I think that's why Columbia's pitching coach is going to come out and talk, because now the ball in the dirt's in play. There's a lot of ways to score a run right here with 2 outs. Great job, Noah Lopez, right inside the line.
Dogs need a run here to keep their hopes alive. That would tie things up. If we could somehow get Jace across, of course, they could win it here with a walk-off
Yeah.
in the bottom of the 7th. And
Boy.
that would be spectacular.
Well, and the speed you have down there now, and that's why I think not only Lopez but Fryer are so key to the Suwannee offense. If you get those guys on base, man, that's runs for Suwannee a lot of times. So many different things you can do with that speed. All right, Moran, you got the right guy in the right spot right here. This is who you want up. You can't put him on. You can pitch around him, and that might be what Columbia's talking about. Don't let this guy beat you. We'll see.
First pitch misses.
You don't want to put Jace on. You don't want to just say, let's just walk him.
Well, you're
that's
the winning
run.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can kind of intentionally walk him if you know what I mean. You don't want him to beat you. If somebody else beats me, hey, we'll tip our cap, we'll move on. But if he wants to get himself out here, maybe try to use his aggression against him, I think that's what they're probably talking about.
Misses the first 3 pitches, 3-0. Grayson Bonds on deck.
Lopez doing some of that dancing at third, too. I don't think it's affected Slaymaker, but got to be careful. Yeah, ball 4.
Walks him on 4 pitches, and now you've got runners at the corner. Now, what this does do, it makes a forced play at second base.
Yeah.
And let's see if Moran, well, you don't want to run yourself out of the ball game. So
yeah, and Coach Moran's going to talk to him. You got a lot of options right here. You know, I mean, like you said, the easy thing to say is let's just get Jace to second base, and I think that's probably what will end up happening. Columbia's catcher watching him between innings throws well, but not great. So you have a chance to get to second. They're not going to want to allow that run to score. But by the same token, do you leave Jace at first, maybe try to run an early break play, something like that, getting a run down, try to score that run? We'll see how they play it here because you definitely have premium velocity on the mound.
You do, and it's going to be hard to run on him. Let's see what Moran does. Gets his lead at first. But Lopez with his lead at third. They'll pitch. And that's in there for a called strike.
I think you're definitely going to have to push the action right here for Coach Moran. You're going to have to do something, especially if you go 0-2 right here. I think you see him run either now or next pitch.
And this is there, 1-1. Grayson Bonds on the night has a base hit, and he struck out twice.
Yeah, senior hitter. 3-hole guy you want up there.
Not going, and there's a strike.
All right, now we got to go. We got to do something right here.
And you got to swing the bat.
Yeah, you do. You got to protect. But if I'm Coach Moran, I may try to push the issue right here, do something to get this run in. There it is. There's the early break.
He just goes halfway.
But he's going to stand there. He's going to try to get the run down.
Pitcher steps off the mound, and now they're just going to have second base.
Yeah, because what Suwannee wanted right there, I mean, it's the right play by Coach Moran. You want to try to force a balk right there. Good job by the freshman keeping his composure. But now you have the winning run at second.
Fair strike three. Never swung the bat.
Yeah. And now we got to act like we've never won a game before, which I hate. But, you know.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Columbia High. Held on for the victory. It was a good ball game. I hope you enjoyed it. Unfortunately, Suwannee comes up short. Final score, 3-2. Columbia gets the win here in Live Oak. Back to talk about it after this. It's Suwannee Baseball on RiverCountrySports.com.
When watching the big game, you want pizza. Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak has what you're looking for. Delicious pizza, cooked just the way you like it. From their signature sauce to their toppings, the fresh original dough, plus wings, breadsticks, and more. Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's Pizza, 6852 Suwannee Plaza Lane in Live Oak. Call for delivery or stop by today. Your trusted local real estate partner in Live Oak, Grantham Realty, for all your real estate needs in North Florida. With over 20 years experience, they're more than just a real estate agency. They're your friends and neighbors dedicated to serving this vibrant community. So whether you're buying or selling, you can trust Grantham Realty to provide solutions that fit your needs. At Grantham Realty, you'll be treated as a friend, not a number. Contact their friendly team today. Grantham Realty, 386-362-7080.
Well, what can you say, Hunter? It was a great effort, but unfortunately we came up short. A couple of mistakes out there, and it ended up costing us. Had some excitement there in the 7th, but couldn't plate that run.
Yeah, I mean, you know, credit to Columbia. They pitched the ball really well. And the freshman, their Slaymaker, I said something about him throwing his glove. Listen, I get it. you're really, really excited right there. Rivalry game, you came in and slammed the door. Good stuff by McKenzie. You know, I thought Grayson Green was good. I think Grayson would probably tell you he was not at his best tonight. Yanking some fastballs here and there and getting behind guys and putting guys on base. But it's a great battle, great rivalry game, and they're going to do it again, and look forward to it over the next couple years because it's going to continue to be a battle.
Suwannee drops the record now to 4-5. They've lost, unfortunately, 3 in a row, and going to try to bounce back against Buchholz coming in here tomorrow night. Columbia High goes to 6-4 on the young season, but a lot of baseball still to be played. And the big thing is just to get better as the year goes on, and think about the playoffs, think about the postseason.
And high school baseball is so momentum focused, I guess you could say, or momentum so important. So when you're kind of scuffling like Suwannee is right now, especially on offense, it's just like, man, you just got to get one game to get it going and get everybody feeling good again. And right now they're just battling a little bit. You can kind of see it at the plate. They're not really timing it up. They're not really seeing it aggressively, I don't feel like. And so it's just going to take a game or two. But as you said, man, that schedule just doesn't get any easier. So you don't get a chance to breathe right now. You're just going to have to fight your way through it.
Yeah, it really isn't going to get any easier, but that's exactly how they designed the schedule. They said, in talking to Coach Moran, he said last year he felt like when they got to the playoffs, suddenly they were seeing these arms they hadn't seen in the regular season, and so they wanted to play a tougher schedule to get them postseason ready. And boy, he's loaded it up this year, and I guess he's doing what he set out to do. And going through these wars is only going to make you better as the season goes on.
It absolutely is. I mean, it's just like any other sport. Anything else, the more battles you're in, the more premium arms you're going to see, the better you're going to be against it. And so if you're facing somebody who's throwing 77 all year, some of these teams from around here who aren't going to show you a premium arm, well, you get into the playoffs like you said, and that's a new experience. But you're seeing some really good arms, and you're going to continue to. So I think that's only going to aid us as we get towards the postseason.
And no doubt about it. And Coach Moran now making his way up to the press box. He's finished meeting with the team, and now he'll make his way up here. But man, I tell you what, the Wesley Silas Fieldhouse, just the improvements at the stadium. They built us 2 little stands over there to get our cameras above the fence line, and they just do a tremendous job out here. And you think you have some kind of staff that works it, but I mean, look at it, it's the players and the coaches that take care of this field.
There's no doubt, man. There's nobody. Clay Ross does a good job for the district. He takes care of the field, but he's responsible for every field in the district. So you got to take some personal responsibility for it. And I know Coach Moran, he played here. He knows all about it. He's raked many a baseball field before, especially here at Suwannee High School. So nothing new for him or his guys.
All right, Coach, give me your thoughts. 3-2 ball game. I had a chance there in the last inning. Kind of gave them a gift run that it came back to bite us. 3-2 final.
Yeah, I think the spectators got their money's worth. It was a pretty entertaining ball game. Yep. Something I'm telling my guys is, I feel like we had an opportunity to win that baseball game early, really. And I told them after they scored the 2, I said, hey, guys, if they don't score again, we'll win this game. Grayson Green gathered his composure, did really, really well, to finish us out. Noah Lopez comes in, fills it up, does a great job. I want to say 2 of their runs that scored were walks,
Yeah.
And then we had a no hustle play by a player that normally doesn't do that. And I can personally guarantee won't do it again.
We thought that's what the mound visit was about.
Oh, make no mistake.
Okay.
I wasn't going to talk to the pitcher. Yeah. So, but yeah, and it's just one of those things. Like we're majority young team. We get so emotional when we don't have successes early in the game, and we don't realize that we're going to come back in a spot to contribute to a win later. We just got to play the whole game and not let the ebbs and flows dictate how we play.
Yeah, and Hunter touched on that. I mean, you got to be in it every pitch, man.
Every pitch.
You can't be lackadaisical or it'll come back and bite you. And unfortunately, it did tonight. But hats off to Suwannee hanging in there, put up the good fight there in the last inning. I know your leadoff batter when Dylan gets up there and you wanted him to bunt. You didn't want it back at the freshman pitcher, I'm sure.
Yeah, we had just had a conversation about that. The third baseman was back. I told him, I said, we're either down the line or foul. And if it's foul, we just get to swing the bat again. And I told him, take your time. If the third baseman was back, and he was, so we had an opportunity there. We kind of gave him one there, and that's part of it. But still, there was a lot of things that we missed throughout the game that could have helped us win. We just got to execute a little bit better.
Yeah, I thought, we talked about it early on, Billy, how important it was going to be tonight with a young team in a rivalry game to keep your composure, to stay focused and not to get overly emotional. I thought the guys did a pretty good job of that. Did y'all talk about that earlier this week or coming into the game?
Oh, 100%. Honestly, on paper, we match up really, really well. As far as talent-wise per position, I'd put them up against anybody. The biggest thing is the mental ability to deal with success early and not just kind of relax, and to deal with a little bit of failure and not think that I'm defeated. You saw us pitching. Our defense is fantastic. We turned two double plays, three double plays. We make some plays in the outfield. Ball really well hit to center field. Dylan Green goes and runs it down. That's tremendous. For a pitcher, what more do you want? And we just got to be able to scratch more than 2 runs.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought, and we talked about that a little bit too, how right now it just seems like, you just need one of those games where you just get it going and get some confidence going. And right now we're just kind of scuffling a little bit, but the schedule doesn't really allow for that right now.
And View holds tomorrow.
That's right. Well, and make no mistake about it, we're going to sink or swim. And it may seem like we're sinking a little bit now. I don't feel that way. I don't think those guys feel that way. This is a good baseball team. Columbia is a very, very deep, well-coached baseball team, and we had an opportunity to beat them. We just have to do a little bit better on executing, and they're seeing that. They're seeing that I don't have to have a hit necessarily to be productive. So, but there's a lot of good things that we can look at. The biggest thing that I see is our pitching defense is really, really good. We just have to be able to scratch a few runs here and there, and we cannot lose on a lack of hustle play. We cannot lose on lack of because that's a controllable issue. That's something that we can control. And that will be addressed. So.
Well, I'm going to talk to you again tomorrow, so collect your thoughts, and we'll do that Diamond Dogs podcast tomorrow. Looking forward to that. And, Coach, tough one tonight, but I thought you battled hard, and want to wish you luck going forward. It doesn't get any easier. Wakulla later this week, View holds tomorrow, so.
Well, like I said, it's a little bit of a gauntlet, but it's just going to make our guys so much better. And like I said, we're starting to realize now that how talented we are. If we can just figure out that mental side of the game, we're going to be really, really tough to beat.
Yeah, good deal. All right, Coach, appreciate it.
All right, thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
3-2 final score. Columbia gets the win over Suwannee here on this ball game at Booster Field on a Tuesday night. Hunter, I really appreciate you stepping up and helping me. I know you got a busy schedule, and appreciate you volunteering your time.
Yes, sir. Man, I enjoyed it, Wayne. This is awesome. I appreciate you guys doing this. I was over in Tallahassee last week and was able to watch the Suwannee baseball game. Man, that's awesome. Love what you guys are doing for football and baseball. It's great. Hope to visit again soon and get to call another one with you. Really enjoyed it.
Good deal. Our next broadcast is going to be next Friday. That'll be our next ball game, a week from this Friday. If I can pull the schedule up here, as we will have, looks like Yulee is our next broadcast on the 14th. So we'll look forward to that. That'll be our next broadcast here on rivercountrysports.com. And that's going to wrap up this broadcast. So I'd like to thank all of our sponsors. Appreciate Wayne Fryer Homes, Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Appreciate Jake at Grantham Realty coming on board. Also, Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Morgan Tree and Debris. Appreciate them sponsoring us, plus Rapid Fiber Internet, Papa John's, Beef O'Brady's, and the UPS store. So that wraps up this broadcast for our streaming producer, which was Rivers Martinez. Our camera operators tonight, Sawyer Brooks, Dusty Morgan, and John Cope. Our Instagram reporter was Lucy Roberts. Our executive producer was Tammy Neal. For Hunter Abercrombie, I'm Wayne Luttrell. You've been watching and listening to Suwannee High Bulldog Baseball. Congratulations to the Tigers. They get the 1-run win tonight, 3-2. We'll see you next time on rivercountrysports.com.